Let's take a look at a common error that can occur when you're working with MySQL and Workbench. This is error 1175, and it will tell you that you are using safe update mode. So first, let's demonstrate the error. So let's see here. Let's come in and use TAL and select everything from the toy table. And the toy table is a table that you will create in one of the exercises. And we've run the select, and that's all fine. That's no problem. And let's move this up so we can see the results a little bit better. Okay, and so I see here that we have a fire engine. Let's change that to hook and ladder with an update command. And so we're going to update toy and set the description hook and ladder where the item number is TW35, and that should work correctly. And yet, when we run it, if we look down here, update and set description, blah, 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 error code 1175, and if we hover over that, it tells us that we are using safe mode, update mode, and we tried to update, get that up here again, tried to update a table without a where that uses a key column to disable safe update mode. Let's see it again. Toggle the option in Preferences, SQL Editor, and reconnect. Okay, so why does it think that that's not a safe thing to do? Well, when this table was created, we kind of made an error in this instance, and the error is kind of subtle. If we look at the toy table and see how it is defined, let's alter the table and see it. Notice that nothing is set as the primary key, so item number really should have been set as the primary key. Now, there are some other problems that can, situations that can occur where you're going to need to disable the safe mode. So rather than fixing this problem first, let's go in and see how to disable the safe mode. So if I come over to the preferences on my editor, so edit preferences, and come to SQL editor, and you have to scroll all the way down to the bottom, safe updates, rejects updates and deletes that have no restrictions. So let's turn that off and say okay. And let's come back now to our query. Oh, we need to toggle the connection when we change that. So because it changes how we connect to the system. So let's go ahead and make a new connection here. And then let's put that all back in here. Oh. Okay, so we'll use TAL, select from toy, and then here's our update statement. So let's run this again. And that's fine as it was before, but now let's see if we can run this without generating the error. And indeed, we have one row that was updated. So that resolved the error. Now, as to the underlying design problem that kind of tipped us off to, one of the things that we could do, we could recreate and rescript this toy table, or we could come in here and modify the table. Let's see how to do that. So if we come in and alter the table, and let's take the item number and make it the primary key as it should be, and apply that. And good. So now if we were to actually toggle that safe mode back on, we would not have that problem. So kind of two related problems, but the one I want you to see how to solve is how to overcome that error code 1175. As I said, there may be other circumstances if you're doing an update that doesn't involve the primary key, and you do an update, you're going to get that very same error. So again, to fix that, we just turn safe mode off. And so edit, preferences in the SQL editor, and scroll to the bottom, and here's where you can turn it on and off. Currently, I have it unchecked, which is what we want, and so we won't have any more problems with that particular error.